have probably one of the worst games probably coming out. So if you do not know, there's this game called Anata. It is basically a rip-off of GTA, but you play as anime girls. Or in this one, you're playing as an anime guy, but I won't be surprised if you can play as an anime girl in this game as well. So it's basically GTA, but an anime. Yeah, I'm not really too excited. I don't, but this gets even worse. Okay, so remember all those people who saying that Power Worlds will be taken off online as well here. Nintendo needs to take down all of these copy of games. Okay, but then we have games like these random gacha and anime games completely ripping off older PlayStation games as well. So how do these gacha games get away with straight up ripping off Spider-Man? Not the stringing mechanics won't be done. For example, there's tons of games that do have this type of thing, either with like for example, I think even Halo, you can have, you have a grappling hook as well. But it's just so funny that this game straight up steals Spider-Man's things. But of course, because it's a gacha, Gouda game, it gets away with it as well. Okay, same thing with Genshin Impact. Basically with Breath of the Wild. Oh, but they get away with it. All these crappy gacha games, and they make millions of dollars too. Okay, as well. Millions of people will download this in like China or Korea, because this game probably won't do very well in the US, obviously. But in countries like China, Korea, Japan, these types of games are actually pretty big, and people spend hundreds of millions of dollars on these types of games as well. Which I find pretty sad, because you can play real games literally, but then they're gonna play this garbage as well. Okay, they're gonna play Gacha Swap 150 instead of any real games as well here. Okay, which is why I see the decline of most story-based games as well here, because a lot of these gacha games are basically free and pay-to-win garbage as well, that are meant for people to waste their time into them as well. Yeah, it all gets proven right if it's supposed consistently, and people are so bitter to acknowledge the truth as well here. And I get, games can be similar to each other without ripping off each other as well here, okay? Like Power World and Pokemon, obviously, I don't really think Power World is a ripoff of Pokemon as well here. Or heck, there's all the Minecraft clones on the App Store, for crying out loud as well here. And you even have ripoffs of Angry Birds for a while too. Tons of games that ripped off Angry Birds. And of course there are tons of games that just pay homage to each other as well. But I don't think anything's gonna be done about these gacha games, because this type of game is gonna make millions of dollars for Sony, and of course on iOS and Android, because that's how these games are. Okay, Sony of course loves gacha games because it makes them millions of dollars as well. So yeah, goodbye.